Good morning, I'm Frida. I have something small that I want to show you. I got the kids this organic Martinelli's apple juice at the Dollar Tree, and I told them to save the jars. I scrubbed the labels off, and now I'm going to upcycle them. First, I'm going to see if this little light fits in there for the first one, because I have a couple different ways that they can be upcycled. Uh-oh. Little gem went down. So, come on, little gem. Now, I learned how to open these in an easy way. To take the little piece of paper out, and then, whoa, the hard part is getting the lid back on. But it can be done. Have a little patience. Yes, there. Now it's color changing. So red, green, and oh, it's not going to fit. I'm going to put it upside down. I'm going to put the gems in and turn it upside down. It lights up the gems from upside down as well as it does the other way. So here's the first one. Wow, it works. And you could put anything on top. I just expected it to fit in, but it didn't. And I was going to put the lid on. But wow, that would turn out fun. That turned out fun. Now, this one. That first one was rather easy. Okay. And then, of course, you can embellish them on the outside. Like you could glue on any kind of gems. I have these peacock feather eyes. And I thought of maybe sticking them around on the leaf pattern to change one up. And I didn't bring the glue I would need for that, though. It's still in there. All right. So this one, I'm going to put some blue gems. I might not need all of these blue gems. Whoops. They start running off already. I don't know. Maybe I'll use all of them just because I can. Okay. And I'll get the other blue one in a minute. So starting off, it looks cute with just the gems, but if you find a way to use a bottle light, you can light it up. I have not used any of these in the past yet. Or, okay, so, well, anyway, I'm just going to stick it in like this. Yep, they light up, so, yeah, it lights up. You're lit up in there. Can you see that? And then, yeah, cute. Now, I'm going to turn it off for a minute. And I don't want to use wet glue on there because the little switch is at the very top. So what I'm going to do is make sure it's very, very dry, not wet at all from washing. And then first I'm going to try some of this foam mounting tape and see how this works. It's already cut in sections. Okay, and it is double-sided, yes. So stick it in the lid and stick this up there. Yes. I lit it and then I screwed it back on. I don't know why it's light. Well, it's lit anyway. Very adorable, I think. And then another way to do that is where's the other one? Ooh, I have a creative mess here. Anyway, I want to keep this in a roll because for convenience. Maybe I'll put this in a Ziploc bag then so it doesn't get messed up all over the place. All right, so this one is kind of wet inside. Let me go see if I can find another that's a little bit more dry. Okay, I found one that's dry. Now, I'm going to put these little heart gems in it. They're iridescent on one side and kind of mirrored on the other. So they're shiny on both sides. And these came from Dollar Tree too. Now, they're all shiny in the bottom, and I put that sticker foam mounting tape in here. And, whoa, where did I put? Oh, here it is. Yes. And this is a color changing one, I believe, according to the picture. And it does not have a wire. it just has a little bulb at the bottom. So I'm going to stick him on the lid, and he's sticking good with that mounting tape. There, he's changing colors, and I'm going to put him in there. And he works very well on those little heart gems. Wow. I didn't know if that tape would work or if any of this would work, but it did. So, oh, here's one more of these gems. Go in here. All right. Anyway, I have 3. So these 2, this one changes colors. This one blinks and changes colors. And this one just slowly changes colors. And this one stays lit. The little fairy light or bottle light string there. So the thing each one of these cost about $1 to $2 to make. After you, your kids or you drink the juice, you just scrub the label off, and that's easy. And I think the kids will enjoy these. And they're small and cute. I like these, but these little bottle lights, but I didn't want them in a large bottle. For some reason, I wanted them in something small. And this is what I chose to use to do. Those little apple juice bottles are too cute to throw away. Anyway, so, and then I could, and I probably will, embellish them on the outside with some diamond wrap. I'm going to do this one and see. But maybe I should not put the diamond wrap at the bottom because I want to have a clear view of those little gems down there. So, I wish I had silver diamond wrap, but I think this will work. Yes, that would be very cute up there around the bottle. But I need a pair of scissors to cut the diamond wrap. I changed my mind because I found something that works better than I could have imagined. I'm using these rhinestone sheets that I got from Dollar Tree to embellish the jar, the bottle, whatever you want to call it. And they are already adhesive. So I'm going to put a string of them all the way around and probably one around the bottom. So it's all the way around. And I got my scissors, so I'll just cut this extra. Oh, well, it's stuck down, so I'm going to leave it. It's already stuck. So, better than diamond wrap, isn't it? And I'm going to put one around right above the little mark here. There's a little barely visible, barely noticeable little lip here. So I'm going to follow that little lip for the other row. And wow. There, I've upcycled one. Shiny, bling. Now, I'm going to put one around the lid too. To bling the lid. There we go. So cute. And I'm going to put some on top of the lid too. I was wondering how to cover up the letters on the top, and I think this is how. There, I covered up the letters that were there. Wow, I think this is my favorite one. I'm really enjoying my coffee this morning. I think this is my favorite one. This one is blue, very blue, and it has that string of lights down in there. But I think my favorite one is the blinking one, because the string sort of wants to go on and off, and sometimes I have to shake it to get it to come back on. But this one keeps going, the little flashing one. So if I were to give you my opinion, which I'm going to, it's up to you to take it or not. But for how I'm using it, I prefer the one with the changing colored light. It's working much better than the string for what I want it to do. And I'm going to embellish the lid on that one because it'll be cute. Does this have any adhesive on it, or does it have to be glued? You know, it would be great if this diamond wrap came with a peel-off adhesive stuff already. But I'm not going to use this on this one because it doesn't match the color. I prefer these. I prefer these for any of them. So I'm going to do this on this lid too because it's so cute. And it's a great way to cover these the lettering on the lids. See, it's very easy because it's already got adhesive sticky stuff on it. I have bought all different kinds of adhesive things from Dollar Tree because I always knew that one day I'm going to get in the mood to make a bunch of things. And that day happened to be today. And I was thinking of trying these poster tack things, but the mounting foam worked, and these gems have worked. So I didn't use that poster tack for this. I have different kinds of glue. I just haven't started using it yet. And I don't want to, if I can find another way to do this, that I'm saving it for a very special project that's more complicated than these little jars. And I'm going to pile this one up a little up here. The other one, I just stopped with one layer, but I think I'm going to pile this up a little so it can have like a pile of diamonds on top of it. So cute. When I was young, I used to sew a lot. I had a sewing machine, but I don't have one anymore. But other ways of doing crafts are a lot of fun too. So there, I put a pile of diamonds on top of that one. And I think I should, I'm going to put some down here at the bottom because I want to have something other than just the lid to tie it together. Because the lid looks out of place when I don't have something around the bottom that sort of ties the project together. Wow. One sheet of these, I found one sheet of these, and I'm going to use most of them for these little jars, I think. Oh, now it's lighting up a lot more. See, it just lit up a lot more. It's hard to tell with this string if it's going to work or not. So yes. Now a few more. See, now the light is a little dimmer, so it keeps going from dim to bright and in a non cohesive way. It just does it at random, not like blinking or something. Okay, so the bottom has some now. So I'm going to put a second row here. I don't know, I might put more than 2 rows. I might put 3. As long as I have enough gems, why not use them? Okay, so there's 2 rows. I'm going to keep going a little bit more. And I have 2 extra ones here, and I'm going to pile them up on top, just to make that little pile a little bit deeper. Every time I have extra ones, I'm going to do that. I sat down here with only a general vision of what I'm going to do. I sat down with some things, and I'm just sitting here figuring out how they go together. So I'm learning with you how this is going to turn out. It might be a complete disaster, or it might work beyond my wildest expectations. That's how I write too. When I'm doing creative writing, when I did that in college, I would think of one line and then the rest would just follow. I think so. I think that's how it will. Oh, I know. Needs a little bit more up here above the leaf pattern. Oh, all right. Hang down then. So it doesn't have to be symmetrical. So let's do that. It wants to, so I'm going to let it. I let it come down like that. Like it's just falling down or hanging down. Yeah, it could do that. Sure it can. like it's just draped. Oh, yes, that piece wants to do the same. They just want to drape across. All right, that's how that one wants to be. It wants to be draped across. Now, I'm going to start with the lid here. I taped that under the lid too with oh, no wonder. Okay. Yes, I'm sticking this one under the lid so it can have the lid even though it doesn't close completely. Also, the nice thing about this one, I can also turn it off. So I don't use it. It's not going to stay on until its battery dies. This one also needs a pile of diamonds on the top. So I'm just going to stick them randomly because they're going to... That's what they want to do on this one. So it can be falling off, or I think I'll cover the whole lid with these. I I like to play with shiny things. Whoops, come on you. What are you doing here? Ripping up your friend? Come on now, that's not nice. Play nice, kiddos. Diamond encrusted topper. I think this side needs a little bit more. I know what I'm going to do with the rest. Just came to me. Just danced into my brain. Now, that's stuck in there with mounting tape, and these diamonds, gems are stickers are layered and encrusted on the lid. And now I've decided, whoops, I'm going to turn that off while I'm not using it. Okay. Now, wait, come here. I'm going to whoa, got away. I'm going to put polka dots on this one because it's easy to tear them apart. So I'm just going to put polka dots at random places on this one. Yay. I promise I'm going to trim this video down. I'm not going to leave it as long as it is. There, I think that's enough. Now I'm going to put some on the leaves. Well, when my kids saw the fairy shelf yesterday, before yesterday, my one of the twins, Mohammed, he kept walking around saying, "Mama, I didn't know you were so creative." And I said, "Oh, well, it's about time they learn." They're all creative, very, very creative. And if they see me create things, maybe they will be more inspired. Well, one time I made calm down bottles for the kids. I filled them with water and or most of the way up. I left it about an inch from the top, or maybe 2 inches, and then I put glitter of whatever color they wanted. One wanted gold, one wanted blue, one wanted green, and my daughter wanted pink. So I put glitter and glitter glue into each one of the bottles of water, and then we glue the lids on so they can shake them and watch the glitter float around in the bottles. They all had their bottles for a while. Okay, now all of the leaves have at the top. I think it helps the leaves to stand out a little when I put gems on them. Now I'm going to put this on. Wait, turn it on first. There. Like it or not, upcycling glass bottles is easy and cheap and gorgeous, in my opinion. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me show you each one. Very pretty. And this string light, it doesn't want to work. It keeps going off and on. Even when I just laid it on top of the gems, it didn't want to work very well. So I might change that into a color changing one too. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great week, what's left of it.